ask a student what they want. They want it all.
Yeah.
I think that they want to be able to do a lot for themselves online. But as a result of that, when they're coming onto campus to speak to somebody, it's because they've now got a need and they want that need to be met. So I think that's the way it plays out.
Right. So it's like carefully negotiated then in that, you know, that you've got to build a student experience, I suppose, around a set of learning experiences that could be online and flexible, but then maximise the time in which then a student comes in, they can get that content that they need and that support.
But I think because it is absolutely about, you know, we talk about the finance and how that affects students, but I think there's a positive side about how we do consider the experience a lot more than we used to in that sort of holistic way. Because I mean, I remember, you know, talking about how it's changed over the years. When I was at university, this wasn't the entire practice, but it did happen a lot, where you would turn up to lecture and you literally had the textbook and the person at the front would literally read from the same textbook and write it on the board. And you kind of just accepted that's how it worked. And I'm not saying that happens now across the piece, but that was quite standard practice, and that does beg the question why. It's fascinating because then you look back and think, what was the actual purpose? I know that's just anecdotal. I know that's, but it's that. But I think we moved a lot beyond that.
How can that add value to their degree? How can they pull out the skills, the behaviours, etc., that will make them a stronger candidate for a job? Or how can they use that knowledge into their education and in their assessment?